Hi, it's Amanda here. So welcome to the Creative Gardener. So I'm going to be having a talk with you about a couple of things, and forgive the I'm trying to get a few things done before the sun sets. So forgive me as we walk and talk. So obviously there is many things happening at the moment, and obviously there are things that we need to think about in light of this virus, and how many places are soon to be on lockdown. Here in Barbados, the last Virgin flight left today, so there's no more flights out of Barbados, and the BA, I think the 26th is the last day for any flights for BA, and if I'm not sure about the flights coming in. If you are a Barbadian national, then the recommendation is that you self-isolate at home. If you're a visitor, and I don't think there are no more flights coming in, but if you were a visitor, then you are going to be placed in quarantine for 14 days at a government facility. So yeah, it's just like affecting us all in ways that we would never imagine. And we've all been watching the news reports. I'm going to move from this tree. I'm just going to briefly touch on this, and then over the next few weeks, what I will do on Thursday, and I'm hoping to do another day, is to talk to you about some of the plants that maybe you should think about planting, the vegetables and other things that grow quickly, or within, either say 10 to 14 days, where you can start harvesting some, the seedlings and things like that, microgreens, or things like vegetables that within 50 days from planting to harvest, you'll be able to get stuff. Especially if you haven't done anything yet, then it's a good idea to start now, and that's one of the things I'm trying to prepare my garden for. It's been very dry, and we're still in the dry season, and the hurricane season starts kind of like June. We've been getting rain at night or very early mornings every other day. So what I've been doing is paying special attention to some of the plants, especially the young plants, fruit trees that are growing. I've got papaya trees, avocado, pear, and so things that I may not get anything from them in terms of fruit, but I want to make sure that they have a reasonable... Sorry, Cole is... he was looking for his girlfriend, a little dog that's across the way. Anyway, so think about things that you can grow in your garden and reap a harvest from, or a pot, or a small space. Whatever space that you have, you need to be thinking about growing additional things, because for a lot of people, they're not, or haven't been able to get a lot of the things that they would normally buy in the store. So if you've got a supply of fruit and vegetables that you've grown that you can harvest, the greens and things like that, then you take that extra strain off your household, and you're also then eating good nutritious food. So what I'll be doing on Thursday is going around the garden and looking at some of the things that I can use now, and some of the things that I'm growing and planting, and look at some of those things. I wanted to just touch base with you. The other thing that I'm also doing this week is I will be doing a live feed. So again, we will be talking about just things that may crop up for us, things that you might want to grow, nutritional values of things, medicinal properties more so, and things that will help boost your immune system and just help you. It's not going to necessarily, if you get the coronavirus, then it might not necessarily, it's not going to cure you of it, but it will boost your immune system. So you might be one of the ones who you get the virus and it passes without incident, that you're not having to go to ICU or anything like that. So all we can do is boost our immune systems and make sure that we can get fresh air where possible. If you've got a small space at the back of your house, whatever the size space you have, utilize it and make the most of it, because you're going to have to become very familiar with it over the next month. I mean, in England, I keep hearing 18 months. And so, we don't know how long this is going to last, how long we're going to be in this situation, and what it's going to be like trying to get back to what we used to have, and whether the new normal will be something very different from what we have now. So I want you to think about some of the things, some of the seeds that you have. If, again, as I said, you don't have to have a big space, you can grow in a small space. Get some grow bags or get some plant pots. If you've got a balcony, use the balcony, but be inventive. You can grow in your house, you can grow stuff in your house. So, get the plant pots, get the grow bags, get whatever soil you might need, and think about some of the things that you can grow. The quick and easy things are things like the microgreens, the radish, the where you can harvest in, say, like 14 days, 10 to 14 days, where you can harvest some of those things. Lentils, all the kind of like the pulses that, once they sprout and you can eat the sprouts. So that's something quick and easy. Don't eat all of them, because then you're going to plant them, and those things, if you stagger it, then you'll be able to not only have the microgreens, but then also have the fully grown plants. Cole! Oh, there you are. Hey! Gallops around the place. And there will be other things that I will touch on Thursday. I'll probably do the live feed on... Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. On Saturday. I'll probably do the live feed on Saturday. Bless me. Just as well I'm on my own. Need my tissue. Anyway, some of the things I have is a lot of herbs. So we've been having a lot of herbal teas. I've been using the herbs in the food, in my cooking. I've got additional things like garlic and onions. And I've got some tomatoes to plant. They kind of just got forgotten in the back of the fridge, and so I'm going to plant the seeds. I've planted things like the sweet pepper seeds, I've got some seeds under the house, and I'll have a look and see how viable any of those are to start planting. And I'm going to clear out my under the house kind of nursery so that I can get some things planted. And as I say, today before the sun goes down, all I'm doing is going to water some of the plants where it's been really dry today. It might rain tonight, but just going to give them that extra bit of water. And I have been coming out every day just to make sure. And my avocado plant is actually responding really well to the additional water. And yeah, so I want to leave it there. Please do join me, share the video, like and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, and we can get through this. And I've always said that I want to grow a food forest, and the food forest is that so I can have enough food not only for my family but to share to the neighbourhood and for those who may not have. So when you start thinking about what you are going to grow, think about, you know, planting some extra seeds so that you can have something to share for others. And sometimes that makes such a big difference, you know, that pumpkin or half a pumpkin or herbs that you may be able to give somebody. I've also behind me got some black sage, and so I've been having that in tea. The pomegranate leaves, the broadleaf thyme, the moringa, using the moringa in cooking, using the drumsticks in cooking, and all the vitamins that you will get from that. So you have to do what you can, and you have to look at what is growing in your space and look up the properties, because you may find that you've got something that will, you know, you can either add it to your cooking or you can make a herbal tea with, that will give some additional vitamins, and you know, that you may not necessarily get. And if you go to the store and you're not able to get fruit and vegetables because for that day it's sold out, you may have some herbs out in your garden that will also give you, you know, much needed vitamins and minerals. So yeah, on Thursday I will do a longer video where we will look at a lot of the plants that I've got and are growing that I can get nutrients from, and how I will use them. And then I'll also look forward to seeing you on the live where you can just join, we'll have a chat. And it's really for us to connect, it's not for us to and it's to see how we can help others. We've got so much news going around with the virus and so many forums in which we can talk about it. Let's see how we can, you know, be of service and help and stay connected and stay healthy. So take care for now, and I will see you soon.